What's up everyone, this is my racing sim computer. It's an NR200P with a Titan XP, an 11600KF, 16 gigs of RAM, and it's custom water cooled. So today we're going to be clearing the dust, changing the water, upgrading the graphics card, and upgrading to a larger PSU. As you can see, it's super dusty right now. Just look at the bottom of this. The bottom is just coated in dust. So let's start tearing it down. Almost UP. So there's this. I take the card out first and then probably take it outside to blow it down. So it's mostly Alpha Cool water block components in here. Noctua fans. Here's how I have the reservoir mounted in here. In the normal NRP, there's like a plate here that you can mount SSDs to. I literally just cut this just enough so the reservoir fits in there. And the front cover goes back over top, which is nice because also I got a drain port right here. This screwdriver set is super handy. Super handy. Here's the GTX Titan XP. Still a very good card, even by today. So now we have the case open, graphics card out. Let's take it outside and start blowing it off. And this is how I drain the loop. Just turn it on its side. Just let the water start pouring out. Alright, that's pretty much all the water out of here. Let's take it outside and blow the dust out. Alright, I cleaned out the dust with a blower. And get one of these blowers. This is what I've been using instead of canned air. One of these. These are nice. Now since we got it cleaned out, we're going to start taking the power supply out. We're going to be replacing that with a Cooler Masters V1100 FSX. Power supply in here right now is only a 600, so the graphics card that I'm going to put in would probably be too much for this 600 watt, so it's going to be a decent upgrade, give me some very good head spacing. Cut my restraint tie. Boom. Yep, that happened. The paste still feels pretty good. Get this wiped off a little bit. Boom, power supply out. Here's what the inside is looking like right now. One, two. Power supply back in. Time to reroute these cables. Alright, we got these two run. We got our GPU cables kind of loose still. So now we're going to repaste and reinstall the block. We're going to be using Kingpin KPX. We got our water block reinstalled and our cables ran. Now we can install the new graphics card. Graphics card we're going to be using is Titan RTX. Here's a tip on how to clean fan blades on these GPUs, especially these. They're too tight. Most times the compressed air doesn't blow that out anyways. So what you should do is go to the store, and pick up these dental brushes, these dental picks, these things. These tiny little ones have bristles on it. So, and they're only like $1 for that. A bag of like 50. You just go and you can clean them out. See, look at all the dust. And then you could hit it with the compressed air when it's blown out, or when you pull all the dust out. That's the best way to clean small electronics, in my opinion, with these brushes. And they're cheap, and any like big clumps of dust that'll get trapped in the bristles too. As you see, this Titan XP was super dusty. Alright, let's install this graphics card. Cables routed. Alright, we're pretty much here in the home stretch at this point. All we gotta do is connect the top fans and refill the loop and go for a boot. There's no RGB in here except for this light bar right here. So I actually made this light bar It's just a standard 5-volt RGB strip and then some plastic covering that I had, and I melted it all together so it's in-housed inside of it. When it turns on, it's green, and then it'll shift from orange to red depending on temperature. Let's start getting some water into it. The fluid I'm using is I think it's the EK cryo fluid or something like that. It's just clear. I gotta keep constant fluid on it while the pump's going. Now, starting to get water coming out. Oh, let it work all the air through. You see the air bubbles coming through. Now the loop's pretty much done burping all the air out, so I'm gonna put the lid on and then we'll go put it back on the desk. Start. Now we're at the desktop. Alright, let's run some 3D Mark and see how this one does compared to the Titan XP.
After running a before and after of 3D Mark x SPY, we see a 28% increase in performance from the Titan XP to the Titan RTX.
This has been a Milo production.